What do you do when you cold call a seller and they answer the phone? Uh-oh, what do I do? What do I say? How do I talk to this motivated seller? Well, in today's video, I'm answering this question. Whenever you are cold calling, SMS text blasting, getting an inbound lead or anything, when the seller says hello and they want to talk to you, you might be freaking out here. You might not know what to do. What I'm going to do with you today is I'm going to share with you exactly step by step how to talk to motivated sellers the right way so you can have a clear, concise, flowing conversation that's going to lead to an appointment and eventually a wholesaling real estate deal. A lot of people just say, go talk to the seller and get that deal closed, champ. And they don't actually tell you what to say or how to say it or how to build that rapport and truly that connection. There's a lot of people out here that they know how to talk to sellers and talk to people in general, but they don't know exactly how to go out here and make the connection happen. Maybe you're a little younger, maybe you're a little older, maybe you've never had a sales job where you had to talk to people on a regular basis. What I'm gonna do is make you an instant expert today for wholesaling real estate success. But before we get into it, I need to give you this one warning. You have to be yourself. Let me say this again and let me scream this from the rooftops. You have to be yourself. One of the biggest things for your success here when it comes to talking to motivated sellers, it's gonna be how confident you are talking to these sellers. If you don't have a lot of confidence, it's not gonna go well. You're going to have to be confident, and the best way to feel confident is to be actually you. Be the person that's comfortable in their own skin. Yes, I get it. You're watching this, you wanna be like Zach, right? You wanna talk like me, you wanna talk to the sellers and close deals like me, but the honest truth is, guess who I learned how to talk to sellers from? Rick, right? And the way he talks to sellers is completely different than I do it. The truth is, a lot of you guys might want to be like Kobe Bryant playing basketball. And heck, if LeBron James tried to be just like Kobe Bryant or just like Michael Jordan, he would probably not be as good. He decided, hey, I'm a lot bigger than Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, and I should probably play a different way. And guess what he did? He didn't play like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. He played like LeBron. LeBron playing like LeBron actually ended up being better. He took really good things from Kobe and Michael Jordan, but he didn't copy them word for word. He emulated a little bit their style and made it his own. And this is what you need to do. Yes, the way and the scripts I do, you should do it word for word, but the ways that I talk to the sellers or the transitions should be whatever makes you comfortable. Because if you are comfortable talking to these sellers yourself, you'll have the confidence will actually lead to more success in wholesaling. Now let's talk about my cold calling script. If we are getting a hello and we're cold calling and we got to get this deal closed, this is probably what's getting you a little stressed out right now. Don't worry. Let me give you my cold calling script. It's stupid simple. Number one, hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? That is it. You just want to know if they're the owner of the property. If they're the owner, they'll say yes. If no, get off the phone. Now, if they are the owner of the property, you're going to follow up with another question, which is something simple like, hey, are you interested in selling that house? Or you can say something like, hey, this is Zach. I'm just wondering if you're interested in selling that property. Quick, easy, and simple. We're getting two things done really quick here. We're seeing if they're the owner and seeing if they want to sell. I know you're probably watching this and be like, Zach, my guru said this, and that. I don't care. When it comes to talking to sellers and cold calling, you want to be as efficient as possible. You got thousands and thousands of leads to be calling here. You're not here to waste your time. You're trying to be as efficient and effective as possible. And the best way for you to be doing this right now is by cold calling motivated sellers and just ask them those two questions. 97% of these people you call are going to say no, they're not interested in selling the property, and that's okay. Most people do not want a cash offer, or most people are not looking to sell their property right now. Heck, you call your grandma or your aunt, they probably don't want to sell their house right now. Not a big deal, but we just want to reach out to the people that do want to sell their property. Now, if it's a no and they're not interested in selling their house, go to the next one. Don't make it a big deal. But if they are interested in selling their property, then you can go into the next part here. And this is really where, if you're doing SMS, direct mail, or any type of marketing for wholesaling, this is when you get into a script that's actually going to work out really well. Number one, if we're talking to any person that's looking to sell their house right now, if it's through SMS, direct mail, or anything, even PPC, they say, hey, I'm looking to sell my property, we can use this line. So right after the cold call, they say they want to sell their house. If any seller says they want to sell their house, we want to focus on this simple acronym. And this is really where I steer the conversation with every single seller. I'm doing this for 7+ years. Rick has been doing this for 20+ years. It's just a simple acronym, MCTP. Let me repeat myself. It is MCTP. MCTP stands for motivation, condition, time frame, and price. That is it. Super easy and simple. let's go down this acronym right here. M, motivation. We want to ask them why they're looking to sell the property. C, condition. We want to ask them about the condition of the property. Can you tell me a little bit about the roof, AC? Is there any repairs being needed to be done on the property? T, time frame. When is this person looking to sell their house? Are they looking to sell their house within a month, a week, a day? And then P, price. What ballpark range are they looking to sell their property in? Now, by you watching this video, what I want to do is I'm going to act like a motivated seller right now, and I want you to answer it when I say this. I know it sounds a little crazy. If you're watching this on a bus, you might sound a little weird, but actually do a little role play right here. Make you feel a little more comfortable, right? So let me say exactly what I'm going to say, and then we're going to repeat it and go back to you. So number one, M, motivation. Hey, Mr. Seller, are you looking to sell your property? Yes, I am. Okay, well, why would he be looking to sell the property? So let's go with you for M, motivation here. Hey, Mr. Seller, are you looking to sell your property? Yes, I am looking to sell my house. Now you, what do you say for motivation? Repeat it. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good. C, condition. Hey, Mr. Seller, can you tell me a little bit more about the property? How's the roof, AC, any general repairs that need to be done on the property? All right, now it's your turn to repeat that back to me about condition. Do it whatever way you want. Say, hey, is the kitchen need to be updated? How's the roof? But I want you to repeat back in the screen exactly how to do condition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, perfect. Now, what we're gonna do is go down to time frame. Time frame, we're gonna ask them, when are they looking to sell their property? So what I like to do is, hey, Mr. Seller, when are you looking to sell your house? When's an ideal time frame for you to get rid of the property? So now it's your turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat after me, time frame. All right, perfect. And then what we're gonna do is go to P, price. This is where you can kind of get messed up if you don't know what you're talking about here. So I like to keep price pretty simple. Hey, Mr. Seller, what's a ballpark range you're looking to get rid of the property for? Or do you have a price in mind for selling it? Now your turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect, that's price. And boom, we just got through MCTP. I can tell you a lot of people, it takes them a little longer to get used to this. One thing I could tell you when it comes to talking to motivated sellers is you want to be very aware of your filler words. Filler words are words you use when you don't know what to say next and you're just trying to fill the blank while you're trying to think of what to say. Most experts, when it comes to talking to sellers over the phone or doing speeches, they never say filler words. Filler words are things like buts, okay, maybe, or they just say that in between and they just keep going on and on and on. And heck, if you watch my live streams, I do some ums and I do some buts, but it's a lot less than when I started out. And what you need to do is not be perfect with the ums and the buts, but what you need to do is be like 95% more effective than if you were not doing it at all. So one thing I want you to practice is watch yourself or record yourself talking to sellers or record yourself having conversations. You're probably going to be aware of the ums and buts you do. Other people can hear them, but usually you drown it out in your own head. So unless you can record it and hear it back, you're really not going to know. So just have that and keep that in mind. Now the next part here is we're going to add some rapport. We're going to add a little bit of a connection with the seller. We're going to do that FORD. This isn't a great acronym that I absolutely love. Again, that is FORD. It's called the Ford method. I like to think of it like the Ford trucks. F stands for family, talk about the person's family. O, occupation, what they'd like to do for a living. R, recreation, what they like to do for fun. And D, dreams, what they want to do in the future. Maybe an example like this is F for family. Hey, Mr. Seller, are you moving closer to family? Like what's going on? Do you have any family with you right now? Is that going to affect them in the school year? O, occupation. Oh, what do you do for a living? Is you selling the property going to affect it at all? Then maybe they're a mechanic and maybe your brother or your uncle's a mechanic. It's actually going to be really good and effective. You got R, recreation, what they like to do for fun. Oh, you're looking to move to West Virginia. I heard it's great for hiking over there. And then D, dreams. Where do you see yourself the next 3 years? Do you want to stay in Florida or move out? Stuff like that is a great way to build some rapport and a little bit more of a connection so the seller can trust you. And again, it'll help you make more money. Now, this is really important when you're talking to a motivated seller. And I don't really think I talk about this a lot, and I really should more. You should know these 3 questions because these are not going to be objections, but they might seem like objections, but the sellers are definitely going to ask you this. And if you put any time in this business, you're going to get asked this by everyone in wholesaling real estate from a motivated seller. You're going to need to know who you are. You're going to need to know what you're doing. And lastly, why you're doing it. Now, I know this seems a little kind of mixed up and weird, but there's a method for me asking this. When you talk to motivated sellers, they're going to ask you that first question. Who are you? And the way you answer that is going to be very important. So if somebody asks, who are you? Hey, my name is Zach. Me and my partner are looking to buy a couple more houses in the area. Remember how quick, easy, and concise I just said that? basically in a sentence or two. If you cannot do that in a quick sentence or two, you're going to be more confusing the seller and you're probably going to lose out on some wholesaling deals. This is why I see wholesalers that lose out on deals in our own company is because they're like, oh, my name is Zach and we're a full service real estate hedge fund solution and we help people in distressed homes and situations. We can give you a no obligation cash offer. It's just like, it's a bleh, right? It's just too much. Next question is, what are you doing? What are you currently doing? What? You're going to get asked that question a lot too. What I'm doing, I'm looking to buy some houses. Are you looking to sell your house? Make it easy, make it simple. And then lastly, why are you doing this? Well, why I'm looking to buy your house, Mr. Seller, is either to buy it as a rental property. Me and my partner would like to buy them, just keep them as rentals. Maybe we like to fix them up and we gotta put it back on the market if it's too much work, if it's not a good rental. Either or, we're just looking to buy the house and probably do some work to it and see what we can do from there. But until we buy the house, do some work to it, we're not gonna know exactly what we're gonna do with the house. And that's it. When you're having your conversations with these motivated sellers, you're just gonna have to stick to the point and don't give any sugarcoating or fluff. We're looking to buy some houses for cash. Are you looking to sell it? If somebody's not looking to sell their house, do not get in a long-winded 30-minute conversation with them. Do not waste your time. Now, of course, there's going to be objections and things like that, but really, when it comes to talking to a seller, to answer your objections, you should probably go to my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com, to get the full objections breakdown, where we go for like an hour or two of all types of objections you're going to get, like what's your offer, who are you, things like that. Again, your most common objection when talking to a seller is going to be what's your offer, and I'll just tell you really quick. If you go to freewholesaling.com, we talk about the car analogy. So if a motivated seller says, what's your offer, what's your offer, what's your offer, you're going to be like, whoa, 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 hey, Mr. Seller, let me answer your question really quick. Have you ever bought in a car? Yes, I've bought in a car before. Well, when you bought that car, did you test drive it? Of course I test drove it. Well, kind of like that, I'm going to have to test drive the house, actually see it in person before I can make you a committed cash offer in buying the home. When's a good time for me to go see the property? See how I just answered that objection really easy and simple? I didn't freak out, I didn't get stressed, I said it really calmly and smoothly. And that's not because it's an easy thing to say. It's because I've answered that objection so many stinking times, it's literally not even a problem for me at all. Because I've answered it so many times, I've talked to sellers so many times that I'm really, really good at talking to sellers now because I put the time and dedication in. It's like driving a car, riding a bike. The only way to get better at it is just by doing it. Have you ever read a book on how to ride a bike? Have you ever read a book on how to drive a car? No, you just gotta go in there and do the work. Same exact thing for talking to sellers or cold calling. Get in the chair, put the keys in the car, and just start practicing. You just gotta do the reps in and you'll get better talking to sellers. So if you don't feel confident talking to sellers or anything like that, just get on that bike and start pedaling. Yeah, you might fail, it might not do well the first couple times, but eventually you can get the hang of it and you're gonna do a lot better, and that's gonna lead you to getting wholesaling deals and a ton of cash in wholesaling real estate. Guys, if you wanna learn exactly how to do it again, go to my free wholesaling course, but I do highly recommend you just take the action now. Make sure you go out here and smash the like button, subscribe. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed one.